Well, welcome to the Cheron Moore Show. Oh, what a great show I have for you today. Hey, listen, put your seatbelt on, strap in tight. It's going to be a good one. All right, let's see what's happening with my piece of chicken in here. Yeah, baby, I'm good. Vanessa, girl, where's my chicken? I left it right here in the bowl, right here. And ate my, oh man, she ate my chicken again, man. That's a trifling woman, bro. Trifling, just trifling. Okay, this next segment of the Cheron Moore Show, you know, the agencies, the industry always saying, Cheron, you gotta get some big people on the show, man. You need some superstars, you know, we'll pick you up there. So I tell you what I did. I went out and I had a blessing. This is a true blessing. You're gonna love this. I had the pleasure and the opportunity of meeting Mr. Brad Pitt. I'm serious, no, come on. I met Brad Pitt and he said he'll do my show. So it gives me great honor at this time to proudly present, if you help me welcome, Mr. Brad Pitt. Yeah, come on in, Brad. Look at that, look at that. That's my Brad Pitt. What's happening, man? Look at that, huh? I appreciate you coming and doing a show. I want you to speak up as loud as you can so the camera pick you up. Thank you, man.
No problem.
What's happening? You just hanging out in the neighborhood?
Just hanging out in the neighborhood, man, and having a good time, you know?
You know, you look like Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I am Brad Pitt, man.
See?
I don't look like him. I am Brad Pitt.
Do everybody call you Brad Pitt?
Everybody, that's my name. That's who I am, you know?
Hey, let me ask you something. I loved you in so many of your movies. I loved you in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. But come on, didn't you know that woman was married, man?
I know she was married, to be honest with you, but you know how it is.
But now I hear things. Y'all got 27 kids now, don't y'all?
27, I think it's 20, let me see, 28.
They got black kids, white kids, blue kids.
Hey, we don't mind. We don't care about that.
So tell me something. What can you say now that the divorce is going on? I mean, you are the Brad Pitt, but now you got the divorce.
Well, you know, it costs a lot of money, you know, to go divorce, you know what I'm saying?
What? Yes, man, can I help?
Brad Pitt? You saying that he's Brad Pitt?
That's Brad Pitt. That's the man from in the movies.
Brad Pitt. Angela Jolie, my wife. You know?
Okay, he is black, right?
Black.
You black? That's Brad Pitt. I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, this is Brad Pitt?
That's
Okay, well, you know what? I'm Mary J. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
Mary J. Blige?
Mary J.
You know, a lot of people call him Brad Pitt. Yeah. That's my man. I seen him in all the movies.
I am Brad Pitt.
Well, thank you.
You know what? I'm going to let you get back to it. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Good looking sister there.
Brad, see, there you go being Brad Pitt. You gonna take somebody else now. Hey, what do you tell them when they say, Brad, I don't know if you know this, but kind of dark, like you're black.
Hey, you know.
Black. Brad, what's happening?
You know, Brad, you know, the darkness and doesn't matter, you know.
Hey, listen, I appreciate you coming by, doing the show, and I'm sure the audience thanks you for being here too. So let me say, thank you for doing the Cheron Moore Show, okay, Brad?
No problem, brother.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
I am Brad Pitt.
This is the Cheron Moore Show. Well, it's time for lunch, or you could say dinner, or you could say breakfast. We're here live at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. You talk about famous. This place has been around forever. Dear friend of mine's working there. He's a general manager named George. Listen, you want some good soul food? Grits, waffles, chicken, you name it. People come from all around the world to visit here at the world famous Chicken and Roscoe's here at the Cheron Moore Show. Let's go over and meet a few people. We're back here at the Cheron Moore Show at the world famous Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles restaurant. Hello.
What's up?
Yo, man. What's your name? Talk loud so you can look into the camera there.
Eric.
Eric. Hello, man. What's your name? Hi, Kay. What brings you here to Roscoe's?
The famous chicken.
Have you ever been here before and eaten here?
It's my second time.
How'd you like it? Oh, does it taste like grandma?
Yeah. I need that southern feel.
Listen, thank you so very much. And welcome to Roscoe's.
Always.
All right. Let's see if we can find somebody else to talk to. See, why is Roscoe's as famous as it is? Hello, guys.
How you doing? How you
Let's
doing?
talk as loud as you can. Look at the camera. Roscoe's. Roscoe's.
Chicken
Good.
Now you know it's fattening.
Something
You know
like
it's
that.
bad for you.
Something like that.
Cholesterol, high blood pressure,
It's all good when you work out, though.
but it's good though.
They got salad on the menu though.
But what is working out? I don't know.
Hey, eat something healthy there.
What have you guys heard about Roscoe's?
They got good chicken and waffles.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a tourist spot. You come in town, hit up Roscoe's.
I hear you. Is there anything in particular that you're looking to have this evening?
Chicken and waffles.
the Obama special.
Is it Obama?
Obama's
I didn't know that. I
special.
didn't know that was Obama special.
Obama's famous for cell phone, getting cell phone.
I
I guess he got his own deal. I guess he got his own deal.
work at a cell phone company, so I don't
Really?
know that.
Are you guys from LA?
Nah,
No.
Ohio.
Ohio. Ohio players. Somebody say Ohio.
I told you, Ohio be everywhere.
Yeah, we all over the place.
You got the Ohio players. The OJ's from there too, right?
Yeah.
Well, welcome to LA.
OJ.
OJ. Oh no,
About
that's
OJ.
a, don't say OJ. You know OJ. I should do this, but OJ about to get out, and he got some loot too when he get
He got
out.
a show coming. Huh?
And he got a show. OJ sitting in the cell planning. He got him a yellow pad.
Yeah, we smart.
Now, how long are you guys out here?
I live out here.
Oh, you live out here?
I just came for the weekend. I ain't been here in a while.
First time?
Nah. It's my third. Just haven't been here.
First time you here?
Second.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming by. The show is called Cheron Moore Show.
Congratulations.
I appreciate you watching. It's in your area, public access TV. As a matter of fact. Welcome. Thank you guys. Appreciate you coming
No
out.
problem.
Hey, we're back here at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles restaurant here in sunny, beautiful Hollywood, California. You might say Southern California. I have two more friends here. Hey guys.
How are you doing?
You want to talk as loud as you can? Look in the camera. What's your name?
Tim,
Hi Tim. Listen, where you guys from?
we're from Minnesota.
Minnesota. Is it still cold there?
It's still cold there. That's why we're here.
So it's refreshing to be in the heat.
It is.
Roscoe's is a famous place. What brings you here? Have you heard of it?
We have famous.
And your first time here?
First time here. Look forward to having some chicken and waffles.
Wow. Well, welcome to sunny California.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, man. As you can see, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles restaurant is world renowned. It's famous from here to the other side of the world and back. John has got this right. He's my dear friend. He's the general manager here. Listen, thank you. We'll see you again here on the Cheron Moore Show. Okay, I'm back. As I said earlier, I'm starting a new segment, and the segment is going to be called Word of the Day. Now, today I chose, it's a word, but it's more of a phrase. And a phrase that has a double, triple meaning. It could mean several things. Look at it. I showed it earlier in our B-roll. It says, validation is for parking. What do you think of that? Just take a moment and read that. Please ponder on that for yourself. Validation is for parking. What are you coming up with? What are you coming up with? Does it make you think? Is it making you think things like, okay, why am I waiting for people to validate me? Why am I trying to be like something else? Why do I care so much about so many other people's opinion opposed to my own opinion? Now I'm going to preach a little bit on this one, okay? This is about a 2-hour segment on this show. It ain't 2 hours. It's going to be, maybe I can cut it down to probably about 3 to 5 minutes. How's that? Is that good? Can you do it about 3 to 5 minutes? Okay, now watch this. That word validation is an interesting word. To me it has a double meaning. Validation can be good because if it's a good source, if it's someone you admire, someone that esteems you, someone that you could pattern yourself after, someone that has made it as a success at what you're trying to do, they have already done it, but watch this, they did it their way. So the validation could be good. You know, they say we learn from other people's mistakes. That's a cheaper way of going through, right? You don't have to pay for all those mistakes. But in the same notion, the word validation, one day I'm going to break that down syllable by syllables when I have a little more time. But the word validation, can also be not so cool of a thing, okay? Sometimes you can sit around, and I'm going to talk about Hollywood on that too in a second. Boy, I'm going to be in trouble on that one. But sometimes you can sit around and not get anything done because of that word validation. You know that? Let me tell you something. This show right here, all of the don'ts I don't have and the needs, As you're watching it right now, you're saying, Cheron, the shadow, Cheron, the better lighting, Cheron, the better sound, Cheron, the this. Until I get an investor, until the good Lord says, hey, it's time, come on, let me give you a little something to help you out with that. I'm going to use what I got to get where I want to go. And that's what you need to think on the other side of that word validation. You need to use that word validation in a positive sense. You need to not tell yourself, I'm going to be paralyzed or traumatized or handicapped because I don't have things to do what with, so I'm not going to do anything. Remember, validation is for parking. What is validation? At least for the parking side. It's a ticket that lets other people know you've paid. That's all it is. It's validation says this car belongs here. So now what if you took that same word and turned around and said validation is for me? I'm going to do this show, the Cheron Moore Show. I'm going to do my project, talking to Sam and Jane and Billy and all of you out there listening. I'm going to do my show and be validated by myself and what I want to do, what God has given me as my dream, as my talent. I'm going to do it my way for myself, for parking, to show that I'm here and to get where I want to go. Now here's the other fun thing about that. If you can take your vision when it's given to you, or when you receive it, or when you think of it, or dream it, and you can remember what you saw in that dream. Because usually in a dream, in a vision, you don't only see the beginning, you see the end. Am I preaching? Ha! And they went down, and then, ha! See, that's my preaching side, but I ain't gonna preach because I know my pastor watching this. But if you could take the word validation for parking and in that vision say, wait a minute, everything it's gonna take me to get started with, I'm gonna remember how this thing is gonna turn out. Because I saw it in the dream. I saw it in the vision what the ending looks like. I'm gonna tell you how I see the Cheron Moore Show towards the end. I see it leaving a legacy of good entertainment, if I may say, if you feel the same, but I don't care what you think. How about that? No, I'm just joking. just joking. I see it being a good entertainment vessel. I see in the long run, I hope they say, he did watch Sammy Davis. I hope also that they say, the show inspired me. The show validated me. Am I preaching? The show gave me the validation to say, hey, listen, let me get up off this bed. Let me get up off this floor, this boo-hoo and crying. Let me take this piece of dust and this safety pin that I have and go build me Microsoft. You think Steve Jobs and Bill Gates and any other great inventors started with everything they wanted? Even guys with silver spoons in their mouths, even guys with all the money in the world, they still have things in the beginning that's ugly. That's not enough of what they need. I remember when they was doing the movie Titanic, that director said the technology hasn't even been invented yet for him to do this movie technology. So he had to wait a few years just for the technology to come out. Don't wait for someone to validate you. Validation is for parking. You get it? You got it? You encouraged? Get up right now, go start that project, or go pick it up where you left it off at and finish it. Someone out there is going to be blessed. Some young kid's going to say, "Oh, that inspired me," and he's going to take that vision further. We love you here at the Cheron Moore Show.
These are all for tourists, but there's some cool ones up here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I promise you, this is the last take no matter what. Good afternoon and welcome back to the Cheron Moore Show. You know, it gives me great pleasure to be here in Hollywood, California at the Farmers Market. This is one of the larger ones too. They have them scattered out in different cities, Glendale, I've heard of some in Santa Monica, but this is one of the biggest ones. Now, Farmers Market is real cool. What happens here is you get a chance to get some healthy stuff, okay? You gotta get away from the burgers, gotta get away from the fries. Tons of stuff here, fresh vegetables, fresh fruits, beautiful cut flowers. You even get some really cool arts and crafts here. Hey, listen, let's mosey around and meet a few people, okay? Oh.
with this and I'm just like, I don't just like, it's still.
You have to hold it. If you pick it, it'll die. Yeah, usually the strip.
I'm here talking with.
Hi, I'm Haley.
All right, Haley, we'll talk as loud as you can, look in the camera.
All right, cool.
Did you have a good time here?
Yeah, I always have a good time at the farmer's market. It's so fun.
What are some of the things that you were looking at?
Well, I love the shaved ice because it's just delicious. And then, I don't know, all the fresh brew. And I like all the like random shops of jewelry and things like that.
Did you ever get a chance to see the lady that does poetry, that types? She does poetry down there?
No, I have to go check her out.
She's amazing. One of the vendors I saw, she types poetry for $1. She'll type a poem for you.
Really? Okay, well, maybe I'll have to go back and check it out.
Did you get a chance to try any of the food?
Oh, yeah. I always come for the food. It's like my favorite part. But then, like, today specifically, I already ate before. I pre-gamed it, so...
Pre-game. I like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
You're very welcome. Have a good day.
As well, you too.
Probably ain't gonna take the juice.
Well, hello. Now I want you to talk as loud as you can and scream into the camera, okay? What's your name?
Cyrus.
Hi, Cyrus.
Hi.
Did you have fun here today?
Yes.
Did you buy anything? What did you buy?
Groceries.
Oh, you did? What kind of groceries?
I don't.
Vegetables.
You like vegetables? I didn't think kids like vegetables.
They do.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by. You want to say anything to the people in camera land?
No, thank you.
Okay. God bless you and bye-bye, okay?
Bye.
Bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Well, hello, sir.
How you doing?
Thank you so much for being on the Cheron Moore Show. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Doing fantastic. Living the dream.
Tell me your name, please.
My name's Brian Hepp. I'm owner of Hepp Salt Company.
Tell me a little bit about Hepp Soft Company, please.
So what we've done is we've imported sea salts from all around the world, and this is our collection of all natural sea salts. And what's unique about what we do is we'll naturally smoke with different types of wood. We'll infuse it with different ingredients. We're known for our white truffle and our black truffle, which we import from Italy.
You know, I hear so much how sea salt is so much better for you than regular salt. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, what's unique about sea salt is it's unrefined, it's unprocessed. A lot of people think sea salt's bad for you, and what's bad for you is the processed salt. The stuff that's mined, that's processed, that's stripped of all its minerals. Solar evaporated seawater has a lot of minerals intact. So what we do is we'll just add different flavors to it to give a little flavor profile depending on what you're cooking.
Oh, well, listen, I thank you so much for being on the show. I'm going to take some wide shots. I appreciate if you wave bye-bye to
All
us.
right, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being on the show.
By a majority, too. I don't know.
Yes. No, they all have the same formula. All our brands are flour, avocado, DP, and vitamin. All of them. The sellers when they change. The ones they do also a little bit more, it's like the patchouli and sandalwood, all the peppermint, all the lavender, all the lavender you could do.
So, but they all change the only thing is the smell. Did you put this on everything? Okay.
But you gotta smell it like you.
Okay, well, when I got a spaghetti.
Por eso me gusta este trabajo.
So many beautiful people here at the farmers market. You know, you got to come on down. It's every Sunday. I think it's early, between, let's say, 8 and 2, 8 and 1, somewhere in there. So many great things to do. It's here between Sunset and Hollywood Boulevard, between Cahuenga and Vine. That whole area is just taped off for the farmers market. You got to come down. I think you have a great time here on the Cheron Moore Show. Right now, it gives me great pleasure to present a leader in the security industry, a business executive, the founder and president of the Kadima Security Company, Mr. Louis Perry. Now, as a country.
Well, the country will never be safe after 9/11. There's a lot of countries that want to bring the leader of the free world, which is what United States is, down. There's a lot of countries that see us as the enemy. There's a lot of countries that see our democratic ways as a negative. There's a lot of countries that that wants to suppress their people, whereas we don't in America. They see us as the enemy. So America will never be safe again. However, we must be alert. We must keep our eyes open. We must know who's in front of us, who's behind us. And we must make sure to always know what red flags consist of. What are red flags? Red flags are people walking around taking pictures that look at a place, people who are gathering information about the country, historical sites, people that you may think want to do damage to the country for whatever reason. Everything is worth being looked into now. The day of just like walking past a guy taking pictures of a building and not taking a thought and you say, could this guy be a bad guy? Those days are over. Every person that's taking a picture, you have to analyze them and say, could this guy be a bad guy? You have to do that. That's part of the protocol these days and the change of the new United States of America. We have to be alert. We have to be ready because it's not a matter of when. It's a matter of where the next terrorist attack will be. So I strongly recommend that we all, civilians, law enforcement, and people in security, be more alert and be dedicated to looking at red flags and understanding and knowing what they are and who to report the information to.
Well, thank you for that. I know that some things are off limits, speaking of clients, but your company also does security work for celebrities, heads of states.
Yes.
Tell me about that and tell me about all the accolades we're seeing, all of the presidents and what have you here.
Well, let me tell you, I've been in the business a long time, since 1980. And as you can see, I was written up in one of my finest papers, the LA Business Journal, under Charles Crumpley, who's one of the best editors throughout Los Angeles and in the papers, and also America's most admired CEO in Los Angeles. We do a lot of Jewish congregations. We do a lot of dignitaries when they travel into the United States. I write a lot of crime prevention tips in different papers throughout the United States. And I'm very involved. I'm very involved in the safety of our country, from abroad to local to any which way which I can help. I'm writing an article in Homeland Security. I believe it's coming out in June for Homeland Security. That's one of my most recent articles I'm writing. And I also write in the Real Estate Journal paper too. I like to give people measures of crime prevention so that they could be one step ahead of the gate, which is very important to me.
That's awesome. And then tell me about, when it's all said and done, you're down the road in years, what do you hope to take away from this? What do you hope the legacy says?
Of Louis Perry?
Louis Perry, both.
Okay.
Kadima and Louis Perry. Mainly Louis Perry, because that's the engine of it.
Well, let me tell you that, let me start with Kadima, which is my spearhead item and probably the most important thing in my life. And that would basically be that Kadima is a recognized security company throughout the United States of America, a company that's strong, a company that works very, very close with all aspects of law enforcement, a company that's respected, a company that respects itself, and a company that's grown from the bottom to the top of this free world, which we call the United States of America. About myself, let me just say that the biggest thing for me is, your investment as a person, as a human being, to be able to invest and become successful, but yet the most important thing is to be able to pass that on to your children so they will take your name to a higher level. That is a very important thing for me. It is important that my boys and my daughter Mirage, my son Adam, and my son Justin are able to take their life to another level. Maybe become a doctor, maybe become a lawyer, maybe become a Secret Service, maybe a chief of police, maybe FBI, maybe whatever makes them happy, but fulfills the accomplishment of them and good parenthood. My wife is a great mother. She's taught me a lot of things of how to be a parent. So my legacy will be that I brought 3 or as many individuals into society that has made society better based on my working with them and being a part of their life as their parent or a friend or just a person that randomly met me, that I said, you know what, I do this, do that, and so on and so on, and you will accomplish your mission and live a greater life. That would be my legacy. That would be one of the great things that I would like to do. There is another part of that, though, I'd like to mention. I have a lot of memorabilia, as you can see, and I have tons in my house, my home office, which is sports memorabilia, boxing gloves from Muhammad Ali to every boxer, to basketballs from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to Kobe Bryant, etc., etc., etc. And one of the things that I always wanted to do, I told my wife, was when the kids grow older, I'd like to get either a museum or a storefront, whereas I can host inner city kids to come to this museum and see all my pictures, all my works, my articles, the movies, the interviews, such as this interview here would be in my archive.
Thank you.
And have them have lunch, walk around, see the artwork, and then leave, and then host another group of kids. That would be my way of giving back, because I think a big part of the problem in this country that we have, specifically in the African American and Latin American culture, is that we sometimes don't believe that we can accomplish, and for that reason we don't attempt to try, and we give up. And what's important to me is for people of all races to be able to know that it doesn't matter if you're rich, doesn't matter if you're black, doesn't matter if you're white, doesn't matter if you're poor, doesn't matter if you're Chinese, yellow, brown, whatever. If you work hard and make good associations, don't do drugs, and live a clean life, you can accomplish a lot of great things. Because I'm living proof of that. So that would be my legacy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to come into your office, to your workplace, for sharing with us.
Thank you.
And I already know from some of the gentlemen I've met, some of your employees,
yes,
and your staff that I've met, that your legacy is already happening now.
Well, I appreciate that, and I thank you for that, and I thank you for the opportunity to be on your show. I've heard some great things about your show over the years. I know you're doing a lot of great things in the community, and I look forward to seeing you continue to grow in your format and also take your show to maybe a network station or a cable station or what have you, because I think you have a lot of talent. And not just do I think you have a lot of talent, but you're doing a good thing. And that's what really it's all about. You're paying forward. And that's what I do, and you're doing the same thing. So I thank you also for making me a part of your show. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Louis Perry, founder and president of Kadima Security